Okay, boys and girls, number 18 says sort the pattern blocks. How many groups did you make? Explain how you sorted the shapes. So we said there are more than one way to sort. One of the ways that we said we could sort is by sorting by the number of sides. And you would have 3 groups if you did by number of sides. 3 groups for number of sides. You would have what kind of groups? One group of, what would that group's name be? No, well, how many? It's a number of sides, so.
1 group of 4 sides?
Yes, 1 group of 4 sides. One group of, what's the other one? We have shapes that are 4 sides, we also have shapes that are, everyone?
3 sides.
3 sides, 1 group of 3 sides. And that's not all, is it? No. And 1 group of, everyone?
6 sides.
6 sides. Now, that's one of our answers, but there could also be 2 groups. Some of you said that we could do parallel sides and not parallel sides. Or we said some groups could have vertices and you count the vertices and sort by vertices. Some of you said you could sort by, what was the other one? Oh, parallel sides, did I say that? Mm-hmm. Parallel sides, yeah, I had to say parallel sides, not parallel sides. You could sort by angles and not, or right angles and not right angles. There's lots of ways that you could sort. You just have to see how many groups you have. Okay, now number 19 says draw lines to divide the rectangle into 4 parts with equal area. Write the fraction that names the area of each part. How do you know all the areas of the parts are equal? Okay, there's a lot going on here. There's more than one thing to talk about. So this is what we did yesterday, third grade. So, if it says to divide the rectangle into 4 parts, okay, we have to do it in 4 parts. What do I need? What's my first step in knowing what to do here? Cooper? Count the squares. Now, because this is a rectangle, you could just multiply to find the answer. 3 times what? 3 down. 3 times what, everybody?
8.
What is 3 times 8?
24.
Okay, so the area right now of that rectangle is 24. But it says to put it into 4 parts. What does that mean I need to do?
Divide.
Divide by 4. So divide 24 divided by 4. Oh, what's 24 divided by 4? Xander?
6.
6. Okay, so now you need to make groups of 6 on that rectangle. Okay? So go ahead and do that real quick. 4 groups of 6. You have 4 groups of 6. There's more than one way you could do this. You do not have to do it the same way as me. Okay, we divided the rectangle into 4 parts. Each part has 6 groups, right? Or 6 squares. Okay, what's the fraction that names the area of each part? What's the fraction that names the area of each part?
1/4.
1/4. You guys agree?
Yes.
Okay. 1/4. Because it says there are 4 parts. Right? Alright. Then it says explain how you know all the areas of all the parts are equal. How do you know all those are equal?
We all have 6 squares in them.
Yes, they all have 6 squares in them.
Didn't we say 6 unit squares?
Okay, number 20. Jack drew a picture of his house for the art fair. His teacher copied the picture and used it for math class. Write about Jack's house by describing 4 of the shapes you see in it. So we could say, Jack has, what does he have in his picture? What kind of shape do you see? Where?
On the roof.
Okay, a roof, a trapezoid roof. Has a trapezoid roof. What else? Bella?
A square window.
How many square windows?
Square. You see it?
How many square windows? Or I guess, yeah. How many square windows? No, that's one window that's split into
There's
4.
only 2. That's a rectangle.
Is
Just
it?
one.
That's a
rectangle. That's a rectangle.
I think you have a square, but then
A
when you,
square can be a rectangle.
No, when you
Oh,
split
no.
a square in half, it looks like a rectangle.
But that's
That is a square. So 2 square windows. I know it doesn't look square, but that one is square. It's just split in half, so it doesn't look like it's square.
I had a hard time talking.
Well, it does actually. It does say, well, okay. It says the rest of the rectangle or the windows are rectangles, but that's because rectangles can be squares can be rectangles. Oh, I just put 2 square.
2 square windows.
And what I mean by, okay, hold on. What I mean by square is that the whole thing is square. I'm not talking about where it splits them, okay? Does that make sense?
Or the whole thing.
Because technically, yes, these are 2 rectangles right there. Okay? And then these are squares, yes.
It's a whole page.
Okay? Yeah. And then 2 rectangles.
But then that's 5.
What else? Cooper?
One hexagon window.
1 hexagon window.
Where's that hexagon? Right there above the door. It's not.
We'll say above the door so that we know.
That's the last shape, because we need 4. No, it's not.
Okay, keep describing some more for me then. Callie?
A rectangle door.
A rectangle door? If you start running out of room, we only needed 3, so. Or 4 of the shapes you see in it. Okay, so we do have 4 now, but we can keep going. Unless you have
Rectangle.
Yeah, a rectangle house.
Yeah, like the
Bottom house. Yeah, frame. Rectangle frame. Okay, Aubrey.
Like the chimney. The chimney of rectangle.
A rectangle chimney. I'm just gonna
Wait,
say
a circle
Hold
doorknob?
on. Okay. Yes. Hold on. I'm gonna say rectangle door. What did you say called again? The bottom part of the house.
Rectangle frame.
Frame. And chimney.
And then there's a circle doorknob.
Okay, circle doorknob.
Oh, there's also, if you look closely, there's tiny rectangle bricks.
Okay.
They added.
All right. Now part B. Write more about Jack's. Listen. Write more about Jack's house by describing 4 of the angles you see in it.
I see some writing.
Okay, but where? You gotta tell me.
On the 2 bottom corners.
Jack's frame. Has what?
I see 4 right angles.
4 right angles.
On the frame.
And what we mean by the frame, boys and girls, is this.
The
The bottom part of the house, okay? Yes. What else? Yep.
Has 4 right angles in the door. In the rectangle door.
Okay. The door has 4 right angles. Give me something that doesn't have all right angles. Doesn't have 4 right angles.
The roof.
Okay, what are we gonna say about the roof?
It has no right angles.
Okay, can you tell me the roof has?
0
You could say 0 right angles.
has less than right angles.
How many less than right angles? Has 2 less than right angles. Or you could have said 2 greater than right angles. One more thing. And I want you to talk about the hexagon window.
Oh yeah.
You have to write it. What about the hexagon window, guys? What?
Has 6 greater than right angles.
Okay, 6 greater than right angles.
Because I looked at all 6 of them, and all 6 of them were wider. And less than.
Okay, that is all. So when you're done writing that, then you guys can start in the front.